They have a small Asian bear rescue here. You can see pictures before. And after, Sylvia's happy now. Look how happy she is. She's having a great time. And we got Belle, not having a good time, obviously. Very serious, not making a joke. But now look, she's got so much food. She's so happy. Oh my God. Oh, she's a happy bear. Ooh, I will take my coffee actually. Ooh. Good morning. Welcome to Jack Hates the Cold. Today I'm going to take you with me to Kuang Is waterfall in northern Laos. It's about an hour's ride away from Luang Prabang, which is the main city in the north here, until you get south enough for Vang Vieng. Arriving in Laos was honestly a bit of a mixed bag. I came on a sleeper bus, which was the first time that I've come on one of those. I was expecting it to be double beds and was worried about sharing with other people, but in actuality it was more like coffins, just kind of lying back like this for 19 hours with people all through the aisles trying to shuffle into your bed. So it was a bit of a harsh introduction to Laos. However, having been here for a day now, I can say the Laotian people are warm, they're friendly, kind, they seem happy that tourists are coming to the country, so I'd really encourage you to come here. The price of everything is quite a lot lower than Thailand. I'd say on average maybe 30–40% lower than northern Thailand, and it must be, God, about 100% cheaper, 80% cheaper than southern Thailand. So it's definitely worth visiting near Luang Prabang. And like, we've just pulled off the road here. I've only been riding for about 20 minutes on the way to Kuang Is at this lovely cafe. Coffee's good, people are nice. What more could you want? And this is why you want to ride a bike when you're here. Not sure if it's 100% legal, but I did ride past 3 cops and they seemed fine. I was wearing my helmet, mind you. So if you do come, be polite, wear a helmet. I know a lot of the locals don't, but it's, you're in their country. Pay attention to the rules, guys. Okay, cool. So keep it here on Jack Hates the Cold. Subscribe if you're feeling like you might want to see some other videos. We've done some on Cambodia, we've done a couple in Thailand, cliff diving with monks, that kind of thing. Yeah, let's go check out the waterfall. So what to expect when you get here to Kuang Is waterfall? You arrive and there's a lovely man who helps you park your bike, and it only costs 5,000 kip, which is about 15 pence, or let's call it 15 cents. It's negligible, it's nothing, to park your bike, and then he'll point you down this way and you come around to the ticket sale office. That way. Lovely. Easy. One please. So a ticket is 60,000, which is about £2 or $2.50. And it does say that that includes electric transport, but I have no idea what electric transport is. Someone said something about a golf cart. We'll see. Oh, do you know what? I can see it there. I've been told by someone else who came to the waterfall yesterday that the entrance is like Disney World. I don't really know what that means. I've been to Disney World. I can't imagine it's going to be similar, but I guess we'll find out. Well, the main reason that people come here is the incredible nature, but with it being dry season, actually burning season right now, which you might be able to tell by all the kind of mist around the mountains. The other waterfalls are not really viable at the minute. Someone said that one of the others is just like dry mud and a lot of spiders, so we'll avoid that one. So I'm not really sure what those people at the hostel meant by it's like Disney World on the entrance. It's like every other temple, you know, there's maybe a few more small market stores and that kind of thing than there are normally, but I mean, it's all the same stuff, just a bit of food, get a hat, get some sunglasses, some clothes, why not? So ready? Do we go walking trail or do we go way to main waterfall? I think walking trail. It sounds like a longer trip. I am starving. I should have got a kebab or something, but I'm trying to put it off till lunch because then it's one less meal, innit? Can't be a fat boy on YouTube. I gotta get slim. No trash, don't take any leaves, no smoking. Let's play Spot the Smoker. It's not going to be me. I promise. They have a small Asian bear rescue here. You can see pictures before. And after, Sylvia's happy now. Look how happy she is. She's having a great time. And we got Belle. Not having a good time, obviously. Very serious, not making a joke. But now look, she's got so much food. She's so happy. Oh my God. Oh, she's a happy bear. Look, there she is. She's sleeping. She's having a snooze, mate. She's not an early riser. And there's Sylvia there. Anyone from my hometown knows exactly what comes to your mind when I say the name Sylvia. In fact, for everybody else, everyone knows you have, I'm sure Americans have a different word for it. But in English towns, you have what we would call a character in your town, and ours is called Sexy Sylv. I, for one, cannot get enough of Sexy Sylv. Whenever I see her, it brightens my day. Do not feed the bears, please keep quiet, do not litter. I've already seen people smacking the glass and clapping as loud as possible to try and get the bears' attention. So that's great. Oh wow, this one's close. You can see his little nose twitching. Sleepy boy. Poor girl. Aw, very pretty. You big man. Oh. I would laugh so hard if that man just got eaten. The one that was clapping next to me. I really would. I wouldn't feel bad for him at all. And I hope he understood that. So that guy that we just saw clapping is a classic example of what kind of tourist not to be. Don't come to the rescued bears and start clapping and shouting and trying to irritate them. Why not be polite, respectful, quiet, and enjoy looking at the bears that have been rescued from horrible situations instead of irritating them? Sounds a good plan. Bear bile extraction is the biggest threat. I'll have to find out what that is. Cut to me explaining it back at the hotel because I have no internet here.
My suspicions were correct. It is for the black market trade of traditional Chinese medicine.
Right, I hope this comes out on the camera. I've just walked on that walking trail past the bears, and now we've come across Kuang Is waterfall, and the water is the most strange shade of blue I have ever seen. Careful if you can't swim. That kind of implies that you can swim, right? This isn't the main waterfall, this is just how blue the water is. Well, this jungle trek is lovely. It's not far. I've come in flip-flops, which is the wrong choice of footwear again. Every time I come one of these places, I get the choice of flip-flops or like hiking trainers, and I choose the wrong one every single time. So this might be a dumb thing to say. I'm really enjoying the walk. And this is the size of the leaves. But other than that, that looks exactly like an English leaf. It's like it's just been upscaled by about 10 times. Like, you could see that in the forest, but it would just be 10 times smaller. It's exactly the same. I know that's a dumb thing to observe and be like impressed with, but I am. It's amazing. And it actually works as a fan, so I'm going to keep it. I'm just continuing on the trek here. The waterfalls look absolutely beautiful. They look amazing, honestly. Just try not to fall in and concentrate a little bit. This is a good fan, other than all the cobwebs coming off of it. Look at this. It's beautiful. Ah, so nice. So worth whatever it was, £2. Amazing. It's actually really, really pretty. I can't wait to get in it and roast them. Right, I'm going to leave that leaf there because you shouldn't take anything from the forest. That's what it says. There's lots of signs about how important every little plant is for the ecosystem. And the bears included, saying, you know, it's unfortunate that when they're rescued, they can't be released back into the wild because they need some of the bears to remain in the wild. There's two different breeds here, a sun bear and a moon bear. Here's some pictures of either. And they're both very important for a healthy forest. I assume, you know, eating enough of the herbivores that the food chain stays stable. But unfortunately, because of the trade in liver bile from the bears, they get captured and then sold, and also for meat as well, I think. As with every Asian forest I've been in so far, there's just copious amounts of beautiful different species of butterfly flying all over. Hard to capture on camera, obviously. I might have a clip of some in Cambodia that I just about managed to get. But it's always just so beautiful being in nature here. And as well, it's nice for a Westerner because it's different nature. So you don't know what anything is. It's all interesting. Days like these are honestly what travel is all about. This is, I think, the most beautiful waterfall I have ever seen. You just walk out the jungle and it's there. And it's amazing. The water is so blue. I need to find out why. That's incredible. I've just done a quick Google and I found out for you that the reason the water is turquoise and looks so beautiful is that the water flows very, very slowly over limestone rocks, which means that it picks up the sediment, which gives it that beautiful turquoise color. I wish I knew how tall this was. Bing. So the waterfall can get really busy. I'm here early morning and it's still busy down there. I've just had a little bit of a break on these stairs, heading to the top. I'm on 159 to 60. So it's a lot of stairs, which puts a lot of people off. There is a group behind me. However, for the first 10 minutes, I didn't see anybody. So if you want some peace and quiet, this is definitely the spot that you want to come to. But it is very tiring. Bring some water. Worth mentioning as well, I did recommend getting a motorcycle to ride here, as it's cheaper than a tour. However, someone just put in Hostel World Chat, which is the app that everybody uses to book the hostels around here, asking if it's safe for a novice rider. I myself am, or consider myself, a novice rider. I've only ridden maybe a grand total of about 60 hours, 70 hours in my life. However, the roads here are not the same as Thailand. They're a bit rough around the edges, potholes, bits of gravel, like not bits of gravel, but like stretches where the road is gravel. So if you're uncomfortable with all of that, obviously don't ride. But it is easy enough, as long as you're going slow. Follow the speed of locals. Don't act like, you know, some dumbass in Bali with no helmet on, speeding around with no shirt on. Then you'll be fine. Probably. At the end of the day, every time you get on a bike, you're risking it. So it's up to you if you want to take the risk or not. So at the top of the stairs now, I lost count. It's around 350. It's a fair amount. You can hear all the bugs. It's actually a lot of noise. And we found some tree houses, but unfortunately, it says no entry. Still under construction. So by the time you come here, you'll probably be fine and you can have a nice cut about in some brand new tree houses. They've definitely got a lot of projects going on up here. You can see behind me that they're building a sort of Go 8 course or aerial assault course up there. So we found the top of the waterfall. Honestly, I'm usually very positive, but the view from up here isn't great. I was told that by some people in the hostel. I didn't really believe them. I mean, the view down is nice, but it doesn't really look spectacular from up here. So I'll get back to you on whether it's worth walking up all those stairs. There is a nice spot to swim. There's no signs down the bottom saying don't swim, but no one seems to be swimming. While I'm shambling through the forest here, at Kuang Is waterfall, just at the top, I thought it would be a good time to share another story of
my school days, because this forest is reminding me of it. So at my school we had a forest at the top of the school grounds, and it was real steep, a gradient like that all the way up. And we used to, when we were very lucky in sports lessons, we would get to go and play Team TIG, or if you're American, Team Tag, up in the woods. So you'd split into two teams. One team was in the quarry, one team was the other side of the woods, and you had to get from one side to the other side without the chasers catching you. The chasers had these, like, you know, orange fluorescent vests. They'd come after you. And they were such good games. They were fantastic because, you know, you could tactically like try and sneak through the bushes and like not get seen, or you could just sprint straight there and try and not get seen by the chasers. Or my favorite tactic, because I had good knees then, was to go right at the top of the hill and go steady. It looks like I'm going down. I'm going to turn around here because I want to go have a look at that calf. It's 3 kilometers away, but we'll have a look. Yeah, my technique for that game was to stay right at the top. Sorry. Stay right at the top of the forest and go, you know, moderately quick to the other side. And if a chaser saw me, bolt straight down the hill. One time, a kid called Kane Richardson, he spotted me up the top, and he's a lot faster than I am. But I've got the hill on my side. So I started sprinting down fast as I could, and there's holly bushes and like trees and everything in the way. People used to break their ankles all the time trying to run away. So I'm jumping down this hill, bounding real fast. I get near the bottom, and all that's there is this huge hedge of holly. And I can still hear Kane behind me crashing through all the twigs and stuff. And I was pretty competitive as a kid. So I saw this giant holly bush, and I jumped and tucked like that. I went straight into it, and I turfed out onto what was called the mill path, which was a run that we used to do. I fell about 5 feet, bang, clattered onto the gravel. And who was stood there? But our games teacher, Mr. Allen, who's a big, tall, grumpy man. He usually looks like this. So he looks down at me like that and says, "You're out." I was like, "What do you mean I'm out? I didn't get caught." He was like, "You're out of bounds. You're on the gravel path." Bull, Mr. Allen. I'm still ate up about it. I put so much effort into not getting caught, and I still didn't get the point. Not fair. I've just met a couple called Becca and Nick that I don't know. Becca just approached me. I should have filmed it. I need to get more in the habit of filming things in the moment when they're happening. I always feel a bit bad for like jamming a camera into the situation. But anyway, so Becca recognized me, not from YouTube really, but from Christine, from the Touch of Life video, which I'll pop a link to here. And she is a mutual friend of mine. But Christine is a mutual friend of ours, rather. And showed her one of the videos, and she recognized me and said, "Wait, do you know Christine and Sia Reap?" So that's just wild. I mean, I'm two countries away, probably more than 1,000 miles away, and yeah, got recognized by a mutual friend. So that's just, Southeast Asia is a small place, man. Everybody travels around, and you do bump into people from places where you maybe met them 6 weeks ago, and you'll just see them and go, "Hold on, I remember you." I am still up at the top of Kuang Is, and there's a sign there that says a restaurant, and the spring that is the source for the waterfall is 3 kilometers away, which in flip-flops seems pretty far, but I'm going to do it for the content. And if you appreciate that, please leave a like. That'd be lovely. Just a little click, click. You know what I mean? Thank you. Quick little side note, I've kind of just rapidly realised I love being in the jungle on my own. It's lovely. Walking along, I've got some nice music. I've got the sounds of the bugs, some pretty flowers. What's not to love about this? I should be stacking shelves right now. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I have been walking now for 20 minutes, half an hour, and I have seen no one. I am starting to doubt that this cafe is down here, and this may be the last message from Jack Hates the Cold. I might disappear. I don't know. If I do, no one killed me, because there ain't nobody here. Right, I'm trying to get a shot of this without getting too close to it. If it runs, I'm running. You see this funnel web spider here? And there is a lot of these. There's another one, another big lad, just over here. It's fun to see funnel web spiders in the wild because I feel like with most people my age, the only way that you've seen them is on the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie.
The net web spider, family Philistetidae, genus Cuculcania, spins an intricate funnel-shaped web whose strands have a tensile strength proportionately equal to the type of high-tension wire used in bridge.
I don't know why it stuck in my head, but it did. I saw a funnel spider on the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man film, the Sam Raimi one, and so did everybody else. It's the only reason I'm aware of what they are. There you go, funnel web spiders everywhere. I was really starting to doubt that this place existed, but it looks like there is a restaurant here. So 3K from the top of the waterfall, and you can see the spring and the cave. So we'll see that after we've had maybe something to eat, but definitely something to drink. Savadi. Could I have one Pepsi Max, please? Oh, it's okay. Good boys. Hello. Nice to see you. They good? Okay. Cup chai. This place is definitely rustic and lesser known, but it's cold. I am the only person here, and the lady did overcharge me a lot. She said it was 25, I gave her 65 and she didn't give me any change, and I'm too polite to ask for it. So she can keep it, but I'm not going to be buying anything else. It does need to be said, that's the first time that's happened in Laos. So, not a reflection on people here, just that lady.
Hello, Future Jack here. When I shot this, I had only been in Laos for 2 days, and I apologise, but I was completely wrong. That lady was a very honest woman, and the currency there, 2 of the bills look super similar. It's like the 5,000 and the 20,000 maybe. They look almost identical. So that was actually my fault, and I take it back, and I apologise for trying to badmouth that lady. She was lovely, and she made sure that her dogs didn't eat me. So, very nice woman.
Good friend.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. I can delete this if you don't want it. Is it a beetle?
See, this is how Australians act to bugs landing on them. So I just met these two because I had to explain that I wasn't dancing, I was running away from a bee.
Cup chai. If you're wondering why I'm looking intensely more fashionable than normal, it is because alongside the spring and the small restaurant there that we just went to, I just met a lovely Australian couple there. I was getting chased by bees. A local guy told me it was because I was sweating and I should wet myself in the river. So I very carefully lowered myself down a rock into the river, fully clothed. And as soon as I hit the water, it was incredibly slick, just like a water slide, slid straight in. And this Aussie couple thought I was crazy. They were like, "Really, in your clothes?" I was like, "It wasn't on purpose." We had a good chat about their travels to South Africa and where they're from, where they're going. It was really nice. And now we're heading up to the cave. It cost us 15,000 kip, which is less than £1, probably around $1 or 90 cents. Yeah, we've got a... I don't think you should film Buddha statues, so I'm not sure. I think it's okay. But got a shrine there, and here we go with the cave. You get a light for that price, and he also offered us some bananas, but I've already got some in my bag, so I didn't take him up on that offer. Just coming to the entrance of the cave here. I kind of wish I'd invited the Aussie couple to come with me, because it's a bit creepy. But
we move. I've got my light on, which might mean that you can see, but I doubt it. I'll tell you all about it when I come out if there's no footage here. You can see there, look at this, I can select things with my light, wonderful. We've got some snake carvings. Maybe look out for snakes. Oh, I don't like this. Yeah, this is not the move. That Aussie couple said they went 100 meters in as well, so I feel like I have to, in my wet clothes from falling in the river. Oh, this is really, you can't see a lot at all. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Let's have a look. I've got my sunglasses on. That's not, oh, do you know what? When I take my sunglasses off in a cave, I can see more. Who would have thought that if you take your sunglasses off, you could see more in a cave? Ridiculous. This man is an idiot. Who let him have a YouTube channel? Oh man, it's so strange. Whenever I go in a cave, I just think about the fact that it would have been where you would live. It's nice and cool in here. Why is this scaring me? Stop being a wuss. Come on. Think of fearless and far. Yeah, you can fight and you're fine. Some Buddhist artifact on the floor. Okay, I'm now deep enough into the cave that I can't hear anything outside. Oh, it's quite scary. Oh, I just fell down a hole. Okay, you can see Buddhas in there. They didn't tell me about that. I can't hear or see any bats. I thought there would be bats. Let's get to the Buddhas, and then I think that's enough for me. Because I'm in flip-flops, because I'm an idiot. Little shrine here. Should we leave some money for good luck? I think that seems like the play. See if we've got 1,000 kip. Now, I was taught by Sokgye, who, depending on when I edit this video, you may have already seen, that whenever you pray to Buddha, you must put your hands all the way up on the top of your head, as that's the most respectful. So, put 1,000 kip there. On top of the head, there's a big, interesting looking cave spider or bug. Oh, there's quite a lot of them actually. I don't want it to move, I'm going to freak out if it moves. Just there. See the big boy? Hopefully I can zoom in on him. There's another one just there, and there's some scale there. Alright, let's go. I'm not scared now. I've got the good look of Buddha. And I know where this hole is now, so that's going to really help. He says as he steps in another hole. Well, that was fun. I've got to stop being such a wuss. Why would that scare me? There's no reason to be scared of a cave. You think about things jumping out at you and like, nothing's going to jump out at you. Why are you scared? There is no reason to be scared. Oh, my glasses are broken. Alright. Let's get this fashionable light off and go back to the waterfall, have a swim. That'll be lovely. A deliberate swim this time, rather than just falling in. I'm just walking back, I'm walking back the other route. So when you come in, you see the bears, and then there's a hiking trail to your right to get to the waterfall. And definitely take the hiking trail, because this route is very boring. And the hiking trail's easy, unless you have limited mobility. Then fair enough, take this route. But again, come past the bears and take the hiking trail, and you get to see more of the waterfall that a lot of people don't see. Well, the people walking up there, they're not going to see that bit. And it's nice, and you can have a swim there, and we might go there in a minute and have a swim. But to be honest with you, I am knackered. My legs are like trembling because of the amount of hip-hop, flip-flop hiking I've done. So we might call it a day, we'll see. and maybe get a bit of strand in me and have a swim. Honestly, it's so busy here, I don't think I'm gonna swim. I changed my mind, we're having a swim. Yeah, look how blue it is. It's beautiful. Open my mouth, I'm gonna die. I'm trying to keep an eye on my stuff as well. I worry about that at like the beach, so I worry about that everywhere. It's nice, I'll tell you that. Very nice. Well, that swim was exactly what I needed. I feel great. My legs have stopped shaking from flip-flop hiking. I feel wonderful. I met another person that's just started solo traveling. She's been coming for, what did she say? Been traveling for 2 months, but she's in her first 2 days on her own. Seemed a bit shy, but she'll get the hang of it, be fine. And also, you don't need anyone here. You have a lovely day on your own. It's fine. I'm looking like Mos Eisley, or whatever the name is of that character from Boba Fett. Boba Fett? Jango Fett? Mandalorian. I look like her again, but that's fine. I don't mind. Right, and it's time to get home because it's almost 2 o'clock, and I said I would go for a nail appointment at 2. I'm going to miss it because I'm so much less stressed here that I have nails for the first time since I was about 8 years old. I've stopped biting my hands. Must be happy. But yeah, Kuang Is, definitely worth coming to. It's really beautiful. One of the definite, say, top 3 waterfalls I've seen in my life. Mainly down to that turquoise water and the height of the thing. It's got to be 100 meters. I thought I was done filming for the day, but just to show you the extent of why you should come early. You remember the car park from 5 minutes ago earlier in the video? It is full of buses, like the whole thing. So yeah, it really gets super busy here, and there's a big line for the ticket office. So come early, get stonks, then you'll enjoy it a lot more.